Yes. Okay. So as you say, A union B is nothing but all the elements of all the strings in A and all the strings in B, right? Okay, good. So what is AB?
Concatenation.
Yes, concatenation. Can you please give the possible strings?
A and A1, A2, then B
Hmm.
and B1, B2, and C, 0.
A0,
uh,
A1, A2. Is this possible?
Yes, ma'am.
Mm,
0,
no,
B2.
ma'am, it's AB, not BA. Ma'am,
Mm-hmm.
ma'am, it's AB, not BA. Addition.
Yes, yes, good. Yes. So I appreciate you all. Please do participate, right? Please do try giving your answers, right? Whether it is right or wrong. So the thing is that you should give answers. That's it, right? Okay. So here A0. So what is it given here? A concatenated with B, right? So the first part, so whatever character, the first part should be from A and the next part should be from B, right? First part from A and the next part should be from B. So here this is not possible. If suppose it is BA, then we will be having strings of this type. A, 0 B, 0 C, 1 A, likewise it goes on, right? So here the first part should be B and the next part should be A. Okay, so here I would like to ask you one question. So try writing the strings that are possible in this language. Please make a note. What is A union B? So this is A union B. So what I have asked you to write, possible strings that belongs to A union B concatenated with A union B. So what will be the strings possible? And what will be the length of the strings? Yes, length of the string is 2, right? Length of the string is 2, good. Here, what about the possible strings? So what is given here? A union B, that is A, comma B, comma C, 0, 1, 2, concatenated with A, B, C, 0, 1, 2, right? So So what about the strings possible? So here this A and this A can be concatenated, this A and this B can get concatenated, and this A and this 2 can be concatenated, right? And similarly, B, C can be concatenated and 0A can be concatenated, 0B can be concatenated. So one of your friend has posted good, but this will also be possible. So here A is possible, AB is possible, AC is possible, A0 is possible, likewise it goes on, and 0A, 0B, and then 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 2, everything will be possible. The only thing is that the length of the string is of 2. Is that clear for you all? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So if not, please do interrupt and then clear your doubts. Okay. So there won't be any meaning if you can't understand. So if it is going to be physical classes, I can see your face and then I can understand. So what about your feeling? But here in this case, you have to come up. Okay, so only from your because if this is not clear, you cannot follow the next subsequent classes, right? Though it is basic, if you have any doubts, please do clear it up immediately. Okay. Okay, so this is with respect to the operations on languages. So here we'll be talking of clean closure. Clean closure, right? So here clean closure, so till this point we have discussed two things. One is union and concatenation. Are you clear with these two operations, or is there any doubt? Shall we proceed further? Any doubts?
No, ma'am.
No, right? So, okay, we can proceed with the clean closure. Here we can start with the clean closure is represented by the asterisk operator, right? Clean closure is represented by asterisk operator. So here clean closure is nothing but concatenator. Here we have seen, right? So A is a language which is which is having strings of length 1, right? So and then we have concatenated these two. Okay, so how many times we have concatenated? Twice we have concatenated, and here we have concatenated thrice, right? So whereas in the case of clean closure, it is concatenating 0 or more times. We are performing this concatenation 0 or more time. Okay, so here in this case, you can see this is A power 1 and this is A power 2 and this is A power 3. Likewise, it goes on. If it is going, I think I have clicked something. If it is going to be A power 10, then it is going to have strings of length 10, right? So likewise, it goes on. So if it is going to be A power 0, what about the strings possible? Please make a note. You please don't think of regular powers. Okay, so if it is 2 power 0, 1, 5 power 0, 1, so we are not talking of this power. Okay, concatenation. We are talking the powers in terms of concatenation, right? Please make a difference over here. So here, this is A power 1, that is, we are concatenating A one time. That's it. That is A, that's it. And here A is concatenated twice. A is concatenated thrice. Likewise, it goes on. So what I'm saying here is A per 0. That is A is concatenated 0 times. So what is the possible string? I have already told you. So if it is going to be concatenated 0 times, what will be the possible string? Can please come up. Will there be anything possible to be? Will any string be possible?
Ma'am, will be
Null.
empty string.
It will be an
Yes.
empty string.
Yes, yes, good. It is going to be an empty string, right? So A power 0 is going to be empty. A power 0 is empty. Good. So that's what. So in the case of clean closure, we'll be concatenating A. Yes. So here we have discussed what is language. So when we talk of a programming language, right? When we talk of a programming language, so here each and every character in the programming language is going to be going to be alphabet with perspective of theory of computation, right? So it is going to be called as an alphabet, whatever may be. So for example, main, open, so please wait, please. Yes. So suppose if I am going with the main, Okay, so let us consider it is a snippet. It is a snippet of a programming language. So here it's C language, right? So with respect to TOC, each and every character, that is M, A, I, N, open bracket, close bracket, this curly braces, everything is going to be an alphabet with respect to TOC, theory of computation. It is going to be considered as alphabet. So with the sequence of alphabets, the pattern is going to be matched, and the validity of this pattern is going to be validated. Okay, so that is how well the string is formed. All those things, the pattern, is it is a valid pattern or not, it is going to be done with the help of the machine, that is the automata. Right, so here what is the language? So here the language is nothing but it's going to have a combination of alphabets. Okay, so what is an alphabet? Alphabet is going to have a combination of symbols. The set of symbols forms the alphabet, right? So you can, so in my language I can have the hash and asterisk. So for each and everything I will be having a meaning, right? So hash and asterisk can be an alphabet, so in my language, right? So similarly, anything can act as a symbol. So pictorial representation can act as anything can act as a symbol, right? So this set of symbols forms the alphabet. So already we have seen the example. So here let us consider our language is going to have only two alphabets. Then with that alphabets, if suppose I want to define a language, so wow, so if there is no constraint, so what is a language? Combination of set of strings forms the language. Set of strings forms the language. What is a string? Sequence of alphabets forms the string. Sequence of alphabet forms the string. So here using these two characters I can form strings. I can form strings, so without any constraints. So in this example we haven't given any constraints for string formation, so I can have strings of length 1, string of length 2, and these two alphabets can come in any position of the string. So here this restriction of forming a string is not given. So I can have A, B, any number of A's, any number of combination of A's and B's, anything is possible. So here the number of strings in this language is going to be infinite. Okay, so this set of strings forms the language. Okay, so here in this example, yes. Here in this example, we defined two languages, where one language specifies the set of strings with length 2. So here we are giving a constraints for that string formation, right? So the string can have a maximum of length 2. So please make a note over here. The length of the string, so the number of alphabets present in a string is called as the length. Number of alphabets present in the string is called as the length. So this is going to be represented by this. So for example, W is the string, right? So W is equal to ABB. Then modulus of W. So the length of the string is represented by this notation. Length of the string, please make a note over here. The length of the string is represented by this notation. So length of W is nothing but 3. Length of the W is 3. Okay, so here the set of strings of length 3. So here length 2, here length 3. So each and every string should have length of should have all the strings should be of length 3. Okay, 3 alphabets should be there. I can even increase the constraint. So for example, here the set of strings that starts with A, right? Set of strings that starts with A and ends with B. So what will be the strings possible? So here again, the length of the string is not mentioned. Instead, it should start with A and it should end with B. So here the number of strings is going to be again infinite, but here the possibility is the minimum string possible is this one, because it should start with A and it should end with B. Okay, so here this is the minimum string possible, and that is the minimum length of the string is 2 here. Okay, so here with respect to the number of strings possible, it is going to be infinite. Any number of strings are possible. Right. So here we'll be talking of the term empty string. So what do you mean by empty string? That is null string is also possible. Okay, so null string is also possible, which is going to be empty, which is represented by epsilon. Okay, so null string, empty string. Okay, so empty string is represented by epsilon. So just overview we are seeing, in detail we will be dealing it further. Okay. Okay, so here empty string is also possible. So here let us consider one more constraint. So already I have given you hope. Yes. Uh, So here we have discussed set of strings of length 2, right? So length 2 in the sense what is possible. So our minimum length of the string should be 2, minimum not. So that is all the strings should be of length 2. So suppose if I am defining a language where set of strings of length at least 2, right? Set of strings of length at least 2. So what will be possible? At least 2 in the sense. So here what is the thing? So again the maximum range is not. So here is A is possible in this language. So please make a note over here. A comma B is the set of alphabets. Okay, A comma B is the set of alphabets. Here what is given here? Set of strings of length at least 2. So what is the, is A possible in this language?
No, man.
No. Yes. A is not possible. So here please make a note. Here we will talk of empty string as well, which is represented by epsilon, right? Or 5. Okay. So epsilon represents empty string. Okay. So here the next is, so it should have length of at least 2. So AA is possible, AB is possible, BA is possible, BB is also possible. Is these only the possible strings?
No, ma'am.
No, because only what is mentioned, at least 2, that's it. The maximum number of maximum length of the string is not mentioned here, right? So A is possible, ABB is possible, anything, any length is possible, right? Okay, so here we are going to move on to next level thing. Okay, so here let us consider there is a last language A comma B comma C, right? So that is this language. Let us consider set of alphabets. A is equal to A B C. Okay, so what is AA? What is AA? Okay, here before doing so, operations on languages, right? So here what, here we can do some operations, right? So here we can perform union operation, concatenation operation. So just I think we can better deal with this to this point. After actually we will be having clean closure, positive closure and so on. Just we can discuss only union and concatenation. Okay, union and concatenation. There are multiple operations on languages. Now at this point of time we are going to discuss only union and concatenation. Okay, so here first we can deal with concatenation. What do you mean by concatenation?
Joining two strings.
Yes. So if suppose I'm having apple and banana, if I have to concatenate banana with the apple, what happens? Apple and banana are concatenated as joining. Okay, so that's what we are doing now. So here A is one, that is A, the strings in this language A is going to be A, B, C. Okay, this is one language. Please make a note over here. In language A, all strings are of length 1. uh, Please listen here. I'm not talking of alphabets. Here A is a language. Here in language A, all the strings are of length 1. Okay. So A is of length 1, B is of length 1, C is of length 1. With the help of concatenation, I'm going to try to expand the language. Okay, so A. So what are the strings possible? So that is, what is A? A, B, C. And what is this A? So this is with perspective of this A, right? So what about the next A? A, B, C. Right, A, B, C. So I can concatenate these two sets. So this A can be concatenated with A, this and similarly this A can be concatenated with this B, and this A can be concatenated with this C, and this B can be concatenated here, and this B to B, B to C, and similarly C to A. Likewise it goes on, right? So what will be the length of this particular language, length of strings in this language?
2.
Yes, yes. So here please listen here. What are the strings possible? A is concatenated with the A. So A, B, A, C, and similarly B, A. Please listen. So here we are dealing the basics, because further we'll be dealing with some regular expressions. So for dealing with that regular expression, we need these basics, right? Okay. So BB, likewise it goes on. Okay. So all the strings of this language will be of length 2. What will be the length of strings of this language?
3.
3. Good. Right? So here we'll be talking of powers of language. Powers of language, right? So here this is nothing but A square, and this is A3, and this is A power 4. Likewise it goes on, right? So if it is going to be A power 4, then what is A power 4? It is nothing but 4 A's. That's it, right? So all the strings will be of length 4. All the strings will be of length 4. That's it. Okay. So this is with respect to concatenation operation. So then, okay. So the next we can, so this is with the concatenation, right? Next we can talk of union. So here let us consider two different languages, A, B, C. Okay, all right. And then next is 0, 1, 2. Okay, 0, 1, 2. So what is union? What do you mean by union operation? You are all familiar with sets, right?
All the elements.
Yes. So what is A union B?
A, B, C, 0, 1, 2.
A, B, C,